Yo, hey, 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 hey,
I heard about global warming when I was maybe 16 or 17. There was an old lady, her name was Dwatsky, and this uneducated old lady said people think the earth is just floating around, but there's a cover, and she likened it to a womb covering. The news came on that a spaceship had landed on the moon. And that old lady said, oh, my poor children. She just about started crying. She said, everything's going to be different for you. They made a hole in the womb covering of the earth, and your weather's all going to change. Lo and behold, this old lady was right.
Every society, for instance, claims a territory. So we have Blackfoot territory. Okay. And within that territory, we develop a culture, okay, in relation with the sky, the animals, the plants, and so on.
As Blackfoot people, we follow the seasons, and we practice reciprocity and renewal ceremonies. We have a connection to the sky people and the ground people and the water people and Matapi, us as people, Kunatapi. And you can see changes in weather patterns, you can see changes in animal behavior, changes in the flight of the birds, and the water species are being affected by climate change. When we practice our renewal ceremonies, when we go out to harvest and gather, to practice our Aboriginal right to harvest and gather, whether it's medicinal plants, herbs, roots, or harvest the animals and birds that are part of our societies in bundles, it's getting harder and harder to find and locate certain plants, certain animals that are included within our bundles and our so that we can practice our ceremonies.
And in our traditions, the beaver bundle keeper looked out for the environment. So we had a sacred duty to Mother Earth through the beaver bundle. You know, we sang all the animal songs and honored them. The rocks, everything is honored in the beaver bundle. And it's, it's heavily leaning towards our environmental safety. You know, the animals don't, going up in the hills, but because of the fires, they're all coming down. And all the fires that they're having, I mean, stop to think and how it's going to affect you.
When the climate changes over time, then that predictability, all the relational networks that you have with animals and so on, start to change. Okay? So in other words, the eagles come a little bit earlier. Maybe they leave a little bit later. The buffalo doesn't quite move as they used to be. Okay? Well, then that starts to kind of bring about a little bit of cultural chaos, if I can put it that way. See, so that's what climate change to me is all about, taking in all this ecological balance, our relationships, and in the end, it affects our culture. When we hear the first thunder in the spring, and it used to be late spring, that's when all the bundle openings start to happen. Now we're hearing thunderstorms, and we're hearing the thunder and lightning in March. See? Well, that really throws off the timing that we're used to. See? And that's what I meant in the previous statement about bringing about cultural chaos. See? And, sun dances, for instance, happen when the berries are just ripe, the Saskatoons are just ripe. Well, now the Saskatoons are taking a little bit longer. So in other words, hey, we may have to change the times of our sun dance ceremonies and so on, and what we pass on to the younger generations. But if things are changing, well, then the old knowledge starts to fall on the wayside because new things are developing. That's what climate change is to me.
Hey, oh, hi, oh, hey.